All right, job time. My interview day, I'm excited, but I don't know. I'm kind of sad at the same time. So what I usually do is, this is my home, this van that you see. I do everything in here. But one thing I can't do in here is shower. So to curve, and I'm a clean person, y'all, like seriously, like I take hour showers. That's how clean I am. But I haven't had a shower in a while, because the way I take showers due to the homeless thing is I got me a membership at the gym, and then I go to the gym and use the showers. But because I got fired and I'm down on my luck, I can't afford the gym membership. So I haven't been able to shower. And it's probably been, oh man, about a month since I had my last shower. So I'm going to a job interview with an unclean body. That's enough to kind of mess up your confidence going in there. But I got to put that to the side. And then the most important part of this is I'm going to a job interview and I have no interview clothes. You know why? Because I got all my belongings in a storage. But because I got fired, I couldn't pay the storage fee, so they locked it. So I had my storage payment was due March 1st, and it's $200, and I just, there's no way that I can come up with $200. So I can't even like go get like some clothes to wear to the interview. So I was thinking, well, how am I gonna pull this off? I can't just walk in there like this. But what I remembered is, all right, I'm gonna have to kind of be slick. I don't want to be, but desperate times calls for desperate measures, I should say. I don't know if I said that right. So what I'm about to do is, my last job, they gave me like this snowsuit, you know, for the winter to like work in. So what I'm gonna do is, my plan is to go to this job interview as if I was already at work at my other job. So when I go in there, I'm gonna come in with like the snowsuit on and the work boots and the gloves, and I'm gonna just say, well, I had to work today, but you know, they allowed me an hour, you know, to come and do the interview, and then I'm right back to work after this. So that's the best I can do, because I can't just walk in there like this. So I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to get crafty. But I don't want to be on food stamps. I don't want to donate plasma for a living. Look at my arm. This is terrible, man. This gonna be here forever. This is a poverty scar. This reminds me, like, this is what you get, you know, when you don't make money out here. So I basically, what I'm saying is, I gotta do whatever I can to get this job. So I gotta put forth a great effort. I got an able body and an able mind. So I'm putting that to use. So no, I don't want to live off food stamps. But so yep, that's my plan. So I'm gonna put all this on and then show up like, yep, you know, I was at work, but I'm here, do the interview. Hopefully he will just see my soul, see my character, and that will get me the job. Hopefully he won't pay attention to what I'm wearing. But I gotta try. I have to try. So let me get dressed. Okay, so alright, so I got on my snow gear. Here's my work coat. I mean, of course I'm gonna take the mask off when I go in there, but you know, when you down like I am, you know, you gotta do what you have to do to try to make it. So that's what this is about. If I had it my way, I would love to go in there dressed casual or with a suit on, but all my stuff is locked up in the storage. So on that note, I'm screwed. But just because we're down don't mean that we still can't try. That doesn't mean that we can't get creative. So I'm going for the gusto. Alright, well, here's my work boots. Like these bogs right here. So if I come in like this, I'm thinking, alright, this guy came from work. And he still came to do the interview. So, okay. I don't want you to see, I want you to see me as the person, not as a guy that's just dressed up. So I have to make sure that what I lack in appearance, I make up for in character. So that's what this is about, basically. What I lack in appearance, I make up for in character. Right. Boots on. There's something in here. Something in those boots. Okay. So this is how we roll to the interview. This is it. But I don't know. I feel good today, man. I feel like I'm gonna get this one. If I don't get it, I'm gonna be sad, of course. But I got another interview lined up Monday. But I'd rather have this job than the job that I'm going to interview for Monday. So yep, I've been filling out applications like crazy. But getting a job is no problem. It's just keeping them, because when people see that you come to work, mind your business, and you actually a good worker, they wanna mess with you. And it's not just, you know, like racist white people. I've had jobs like where I worked in the hood around black people, and they mess up the flow too. Because when you working around like, you know, ghetto, uncivilized people, they come to work just to, you know, cause confusion. You know, they rather come to work and ask me questions about my personal life instead of focusing on the job. Let me just work. So then you end up getting into it with them, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like that. That's just, people are a trip. But man, just let me work and be great. That's all I want. All right, so we got that down. All right, but I'm feeling like I'm about to nail this one though. Like I kind of have to, because my storage is very unforgiving. When they don't get their payment, they will sell your unit, and that's everything I got. Like my childhood pictures from when I was a kid. You know, pictures of my mom that's and she's dead. You know, like I can't let that storage unit get sold. So I'm already a month behind, $200 I owe them. So now April 1st, that'll be another $200, so a total of $400. So I really need to start making some money quick, because if I don't bring no money in April, they're gonna sell my storage unit, and then, oh man, that's everything I literally own, like, which ain't much, but it's sentimental. You know, the only pictures I have of my mom, like, I can't let that, you know, get sold like that. The little clothes that I have, I can't let that go out like that. So yep, that's how we gonna go to work. Now that I've gotten my items out, okay, now let's put everything back together, or neatly. Goggles will make stuff look better too. They're like, he really came from work. I'm not a con artist, but maybe I am. But I'm not out stealing from people. I'm just trying to steal a job. You know? I mean, I like to go in there and tell him the truth, that I'm homeless, living out of a van on the street, but then he might feel like, you know, I'll be an irresponsible worker and might not want to give me a chance. So in this world, you can't always be honest. I see that, because people, they'll judge you off your honesty, or they'll feel like you might be incompetent or irresponsible with some things. So so sometimes, you know, you just gotta thug it out. So that's what I'm doing. But if I can get a job, keep it long enough, generate some money, then I won't have to do that. So let's just hope this works out. And then also, this is probably the most important part. The job is in a white part of town, so I gotta like sneak in. Yeah, like I gotta like sneak there, make it there without getting pulled over, and then make it back. So you know, it's a fight today. It's war. I gotta make it to the interview without getting pulled over. Then I gotta have a good interview, actually land the job, and then after the interview, I gotta make it back out of that town without, you know, getting pulled over by the police. So, woo, the fight is on today. But I gotta do it. It's something I have to do. All right, so I'm pretty much ready to roll here. Got my stuff tucked away. I'm about to get ready to get going, y'all. Should I take the camera along with me for the trip? I don't know. Y'all want to ride with me for about 30 minutes to get to it? Oh, and then keep in mind, I got no gas. I got a quarter tank of gas, so I got to get there and get back without running out of gas. Oh, and keep in mind that my van has a gas leak. So I'm up against the wall, man. But we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. All right, well, that's it for now. See you next time.